Black culture, gay culture, stoner culture, music culture, and everything in between. Welcome to All About Lumberjack Tea, where I discuss a weekly topic per month, dealing with the intricacies of black culture, the importance of gay/SGL culture, the elusiveness of stoner culture, and the wholeness of music culture, as it pertains to me, Lumberjack Tea, chopping down hatred and the conspiracy. And you know boy.
What's up, you guys? This is your girl Najé Iman Aliece. I'm a private chef and a creative director from Denver, Colorado, and you are listening to All About Lumberjack Tea, now playing on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
It's 9:45 on October 31st, 2023. I idiotically asked my sister to borrow her car, and knowing that I would be the person to come pick her up, I, for some reason, decided to do it. Sometimes I feel like I do shit out of my control. Sometimes I feel like I am just an observer living some dude's life, just watching another dude live his life. Like I just be making decisions sometimes out of nowhere. As you can tell, I'm in a little bit of a funk, but it is what it is. This is your boy, Gerard Lumberjack T. Robinson. As I said before, it's October 31st. It's Halloween night. A little bit after 9:45. I'm waiting in the parking lot of my sister's job to pick her up. This particular episode is a stoner culture episode. It's the very first one of the season. I interview Najé Iman Aliece, and we get into it. I'm really about maybe 5% into editing this thing. This is about Najé Iman Aliece. This is about black female entrepreneurship in a post-Trump America, in cannabis, mind you. One of the things that I will say, and I try to make this present in my content. I edit things in a particular way because I want people to come to conclusions on their own about specific things. I want people to be presented with data that is objective and cogent, and I want people to this is what I'm really getting at. The way I edit this content, I want people to see the stories underneath the story. It's not sometimes what is said that makes the story. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's what's not said that makes the story. And one thing I know about being a black woman, I'm not one in this life, but I probably have been in others. But one thing I know about being a black woman is that they have to do a lot. They have to be 2 times as good and 4 times as ready in all scenarios and situations. So I just want to say that, sweetheart, your work is not going undone. I'm sure that you have as much support as you need. But I will say, for what it's worth, you a bad bitch, and I see you for what you are. I see you for your works. You are hardworking. You are a mother. You are a partner. And I see you really trying to do your thing. So power to you, sis. Today we're going to play Let's Do Luscious Living. Yeah, I like the new version of Luscious Living. So let's do that. This is the EP version. It's because I'm tired. I should be asleep. Anyway, I'm pissed. Anyway, but it's my fault. But I'm pissed. Anyway, whatever. This particular version, it's just like all the other versions. Like I said, this is an older song that I've redone, and this is like probably one of the fewer final versions of the song. This is the final version of the song. It's got more vocals, same guitar solo featuring Modern J. Fox. I have my vocals on there, and it's just really cute. So stick around. Have fun, drink Pepsi. I feel like there should be something else that I gotta say, but honey, and maybe I shouldn't be recording this, but this is what a Scorpio looks like. A fat, black, gay Scorpio looks like when he should be in the bed because he know he gotta get up and go to the gym, or is at least planning to do that. I'm so damn tired, I can't even talk. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna get up off of here. because you are listening to Lumberjack T. The name of this episode is Stoner Culture. She gotta blaze it. Okay? I want to say this, and then I'm gonna get up off of here. Everything I speak out of love comes to pass. Everything I speak out of fear does not come to pass. I owe no debt. My soul power grows boldly, and I share that power through my voice. Balance the crazy and make it magic. Humble the logic and affirm with life. Invite in all spectrums of color and shade, all vibrations of sound, all measures of pressure, and all dimensions of existence, and wield them in love. Do not externalize control. Assume it. Externalize love. Become it. Eradicate the want towards abomination and supremacy, chopping down hatred and conspiracy. What's up?
Go home. I feel like this is my car. I'm still working. So I'll get her home.
What's your name, sweetie? Can you be on my podcast? Is that okay? Is it okay? I don't want to put you on if you don't want to be on. Okay. This is my sister, and this is her coworker. What's your name? Jen. Jen. Jen with an E? Okay. Jen. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Are you safe? Are you safe? Y'all good? Girl, stop! Yeah, I make friends easily. Okay. Thank you, sweetie. I just got you packing. I was just talking about this, about to go on this trip. Well, I'll see you at home. It might be 12, it might be 4. Period, girl. Period, girl. I'll see you later. Nice meeting you too, sweetie. Bye. Bye, little baby in the back seat. Okay. See, this is what God will do. I'll be all mad and pissed the fuck off. And then God will be like, sometimes I put you in spaces so that you can be a blessing and just share a little bit of your energy with other people. But anyway, I'm about to go home. I guess they following me. I don't know if she said she was still working or if they following. But anyway, look, I done got a little pep in my step now that I can go get some fucking sleep. But anyway, child, that little thing that I just said to you all, that is a personal, it's a spell that the Spirit of the living God gave to me to speak over my life. Because there are specific curses that have been able to proliferate in my line. And I manifested in this realm to fight them, to destroy them, to beat them. So, there they go. Bye, sis. I think they're going home, or maybe they're still working. I don't know. But anyway, so to make a long story short, when I feel that ADD fuck shit coming on, when I feel the depression, when I feel the emotions, because I am a heavy empath, I found that out this week. I found out this week that I be feeling other people's emotions sometimes that they don't even know that they feeling. It's called clair empathy. Like feeling people's emotions so much to the point where you don't know if you're feeling yours or theirs. Baby, I was brought here with a high price. And if you don't care what I'm talking about, turn this shit off. But if you know what I'm talking about, and if you know God the way that I know God, if you know Source the way that I know Source, if you know the Spirit the way that I know the Spirit, if you know the ancestral energies the way that I know them, if you know that all of those things that I said are synonymous with each other and are not what's the word that I'm trying to say? They are not better or worse. It's all the same energy. If you understand what I'm throwing, if you're catching what I'm throwing, then fuck with me. If you don't, turn off the channel. Soup. But I digress. When it's all said and done, we live in a time now where you have to speak over yourself. You have to speak kindness and love over yourself. You have to do the work for yourself. That's why people be so caught up in Christianity, because they don't have to do no work for self. It's all about Jesus. It's all about Jesus making a way. Jesus. Let me let this bitch over, because she tripping. It's all about Jesus. It's all about Jesus making a way. It's all about Jesus. It's all about this external force doing all of this cognitive, mental, soul, spirit work for you instead of you cultivating it inside of yourself, baby. I don't do that no more. I don't follow that kind of God. And I'm gonna leave it with this because I gotta get off of here. First of all, we're gonna listen to Luscious Living, whatever version it is. I'll tell y'all what it is in a minute because I made this shit up. Okay. But all of that to say, all I'm saying is God does not want your worship. God does not want your praise. God does not want your allegiance. God does not want your obligation. God does not want your pity or your duty. God wants what God is already doing, which is giving the fuck life. If you want to live, then that means you're doing what God wants you to do. Got it? Okay. Anything else is just a secondary copy of what you're supposed to be. But I digress. You're listening to All About... I think I'm rambling because I'm tired, so forgive me. But you are listening the fuck to All About Lumberjack Tea. The title of this episode is She's Gotta Blaze It. I'm talking with my homegirl, Najé Iman Aliece. I saw my sister and her homegirl again on the street. I had to roll my window down. But anyway, child, let me get up off of here because I should not be on the phone and driving anyway. I'm about to go home. My sister is safe. My mother is eating a hot link or two. I'm sure of it, child. Anyway, you're listening to All About Lumberjack Tea. We'll be back. Listen to my music, child. The name of this version is called Luscious Living, featuring Modern J. Fox, the delicious, the nasty version, baby.
The sound.
I feel you got control of me. For real. Your voice is haunting me. Your love just weakens me. You know I wanna give you every drop. Yeah. Your body like telling me what you want. And I'm a good listener. I'm feeling close to you in every way. I wanna get to know you. Luscious living, living lusciously in the sound that we made. Luscious living, living lusciously in the sound that we made, my love. Luscious living, living lusciously in the sound that we made. Luscious living, living lusciously in the sound that we made, my love. So luscious, I feel that thing all over me. Sit down and show for me everything you got in your bag of tricks. You know I'm trying to taste that little thing you got. Your body likes telling you what you want. And I'm a good listener. Every sound your body makes me feel you deeper. Luscious living, living lusciously in the sound that we made. Luscious living, living lusciously in the sound that we made, my love. Luscious living, living lusciously in the sound that we made. Luscious living, living lusciously in the sound.
This is Lumberjack T, aka Benvolio, aka the 99 King, aka Big Daddy Scrumptious, aka T Robinson, aka TT Scorpio Gonza, the mother of the house of Scorpio Gonza. And you're listening to All About Lumberjack T.
That ain't nothing but the devil. Anyway, let me go through that whole shtick again. This is All About Lumberjack Tea. This is a stoner culture episode. This is a podcast about my egoic splits and differences. I identify as a black gay stoner musician, and this is a stoner culture episode. I am here to interview a homegirl. I already said all this crap. It's like the Matrix.
Not like this.
Let me tell y'all this story again. This will be the second time and the last time. Roy, who co-owns the Smokehouse of Trees on Britain, he gave me this card for this party. I went up, I can't even remember, but it was a quick fight. Free weed and vendors are everywhere, and I happened to come upon this beautiful black couple, and I saw all these delicious confections on the table, child. I'm talking about red velvets and chocolate. I don't know what the hell it's called. Chocolate fantasy, chocolate seduction, chocolate heaven, child. And I was like, I think I bought a couple things. And long story short, here we are. I'm sitting up in this girl's house. So what's the name of your company?
Iman's Kitchen and Sweets.
And can you introduce yourself to my audience?
My name is Najé Iman Aliece. I am the owner of Iman's Kitchen and Sweets and Onyx Supremacy.
Period. I buy from her as often as I can. When I have the money, I'll be trying to like make sure I get my inventory, okay, for the week and a half. But I had an idea to discuss what it was like to be a black woman entrepreneur with the support of, you know, her own family and like relocating from what I understand to be like Colorado situation. What's your name, brother? Mello is from Kansas, the former Mormon. We about to get into that real quick. But she was like, I wanted to just to discuss what it looks like for specifically what black female entrepreneurship looks like in the 21st. Look, with all due respect, in the post-Trump, post-COVID, okay, Negroes still scratching and surviving America that we call the Midwest. Before we get into it, I just want to get into the who, what, when, wheres, and whys of who you are, and then I want to just talk about some, shoot the shit. Anyway, girl, who are you and what's the tea?
I am Najé Iman Aliece.
The doll. Do you hear me? That one. Yes, God.
I'm a private chef. I'm a creative director, a mama, a daughter, a soon-to-be wife, a cousin, auntie, big sister, little sister.
You have siblings?
I do.
Tell me about them.
Well, me and my oldest brother and my little sister were all Virgos.
Anybody on the 17th?
So actually, my little sister is the 18.
Really? I had a sister who passed away recently from COVID. That's all right. She's right here. She ain't gone too far. You know what I'm saying? You Virgos are, I'm going to say this, Virgo energy is stellar. It really is. Like, I mean, the irony is that y'all ain't virgins of nothing. Y'all come into this world with a really deep wisdom about shit.
Shout out to my baby who's also a Virgo.
Are you serious? What's your birthday, bro?
August 27th.
Okay, so
my brother's is September 1st, mine is September 4th, and my sister's is the 18th. So our birthdays are a week.
Oh, that gave me chills for some reason. Okay. A year and a week apart.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you from? Where are y'all from?
I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Okay. I've been to Boulder. I had an ex for good reason. Anyway, you know who you are. It ain't... Because I'm still in love with it. But anyway, it is what it is. I went to Boulder. I loved that city. I went to this resort. Weed everywhere. I had never had that experience going anywhere public ever to purchase cannabis before. So... shout out to Colorado. What made you move? I mean, girl, what made you come to Oklahoma?
The cost of living is really, compared to back home, it's really different.
And that's not ever really going to change. Mm-hmm. It's not ever going to change. I mean, you have to get into the market as soon as you can, but that is never going to really change.
Yeah, never. And so that's one of the main reasons I would say I moved out here. Definitely the chance to get ahead in life. And when you were from
a city and a state just where it's not a lot of minorities. Back then, before I moved, I think it was like 3.5% minority black out there. So,
And you're from Denver, born and raised in Denver. Is there like there is here where there's an east side?
Oh yeah,
predominantly
east
black.
side,
Were you
west
there?
side.
Like, are you from that area?
So I'm from Park Hill, Park
Okay.
Hill, Colorado. I was raised halfway in Park Hill and halfway in Highland Ranch.
No shade. That sounds hella Negro. I don't mean no harm. Okay. I love it. Okay.
So my parents were split up when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom always stayed in the suburbs, and my dad stayed in the hood. You know, Park Hill.
Period.
So I got both in me. I can, but then I can also hi. How are you?
Code switch for the gods. Come on now. I'm here for it. What about you, Brother Mello? What's good?
Me, I'm from Kansas, born in Topeka, raised in Wichita, north side. And
Again, that sounds hella black.
oh, for sure.
Okay. For real.
Sorry.
So, yeah.
Right on, man. Right on.
Mind you, I grew up in Kansas. They call it Kansas. And so, yeah, in real life, they call it Kansas. Like, and if you remember the movie Soul Man with
Bernie and Sam.
Bernie and Sam, yeah. Remember they driving and he hold on, baby. Remember they driving and he pulled out the revolver. Like, what the hell you doing with that? He said, I don't travel through. And he said, I don't travel through Clan country without it. And on the map they show you driving through Kansas. That's real. Like, side note, I seen one of my homies' best friends hanging from a tree on the way going to school. That type shit. It's real where we come from.
A person that you knew?
Yeah, like we knew dude, like, and we hadn't seen him for like 3 days. And then on the way to school, he's hanging from this tree on the way to school. That type of living. Like, so, like, growing up, like, the type of environment we grew up in and what my daddy was known for and what it looked like I was going to be known for, my grandfather was strict militant on me.
You actually saw somebody deceased hanging from...
Yeah. Oh, that's part of the reason why I'm very desensitized.
How old were you?
We were like about...
I'm sorry I went back to that. But
No,
just
no,
like
you're fine. You're fine. We were like about like what? 8th grade?
You saw the body?
Yeah, like we're like, the fuck? We walking and we talking. It's Friday. Football game today. we talking about what fit we gonna wear for the game. I'm finna go, as a matter of fact, nigga, I'm going straight home. I'm not even going to the I'm not even hooping at the community, so I'm going straight home. Nigga finna iron my pants, nigga. Hey, fuck it. You come to my house, nigga, and fuck it. My grandfather let you come over and I'll stay for your shit, cause you know back then we was broke. We made the starch with flour and water. So yeah, nigga, he's like, nigga, and you know, we come from we the last era of the creased jeans, you know, stand up in the
Very
corner.
much so.
So
Very
like
much
we
so.
like,
and I was the beginning of not giving a goddamn about nothing.
yeah, like so we like, nigga, come on, like yeah, you come to my house after, and then nigga, he just like, I'm looking at him talking, but all that, my back turned, it's like almost on some movie shit. Like he stopped walking, and I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you doing? Come on, nigga, it's gonna be late. And he just stuck. Turn around. There he is, fucked up. Like at first we thinking like, nigga, this is like, this a joke or something. Like you know, they got shit that looks real out here to scare motherfuckers, you know. And plus, in Kansas, we take Halloween very seriously. So you
thought it was just a little.
I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, like somebody just on some bullshit, just some racing motherfuckers trying to send us a message or something, like, you know, because we didn't see that shit too. Fake dolls and shit hanging from trees, all types of shit. You know, just we have racist bullies.
I did not realize how fucking sheltered I was.
Oh no, yeah.
I mean, I'm 38 years old. I ain't never seen no bullshit like that before.
Oh yeah, no,
Not ever.
No, like it's parts of Kansas. But we'll tell you like, oh, you don't stop for gas, don't stop for snacks, nothing. You drive straight through that bitch and you do the speed limit. You drive straight through, you do the speed limit, you don't stop, you don't look at nobody, you don't do nothing, you keep going. And that was one of the towns we had to go through just to go to college. Going back and forth home to visit, nigga, yeah, it's certain towns, but nigga, that motherfucking gas light could be on. We not stopping.
How did y'all meet?
Be okay.
What?
Be okay, the app. We are a successful Be okay.
Okay, because, hold on. Oh, God. I thought you said be okay, nigga. I'm from Oklahoma. That means Bank of Oklahoma. I thought I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
at the bank. You know, I was dropping off a bag. She was there working at the bank.
Oh, really? Come on, babe. Tell her the fuck.
I was
Wait
my
a
dope
minute.
boy Eric, not playing, but no.
No, the app.
Real quick, tell me what you making over here, sis. What's tea?
So I am putting together a honey soy glazed salmon.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some turkey bacon.
This nigga done
fried
invited me over and talk about she about to cook me something to eat. I just don't have them kind of grown relationships with her. I don't really.
You over here
You guys are fucking people makers.
Ooh, yeah, I gotta get you a toy. You over here like, damn, you ripping.
What's in this
My
sauce?
shit red.
Be careful, man. Did she break skin? Wait a
Nah,
minute.
but she was on her way. My shit red. Hold on, I gotta get you a toy, baby. We can't do that.
You're already teaching her that men's supposed to be toys. Don't do that.
Full transparency, we be in here play wrestling and he be
Oh, get it together.
we be manhandling each other. I put him in a deadlock one day.
What sword?
My sword. In real life, it's a little bent because I be
He
chopping
said
down
in real
bushes
life,
with it.
and it's a real life sword. Okay.
Yeah.
Hattori Hanzo looking ass. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, we.
You're smelling bomb in there. Sorry.
Well, white people, they train their kids for war. That's why you see them taking their sons and daughters to the range and, ooh, look at little Sabrina. She shot her first deer.
Right.
Nigga, they're getting ready to shoot niggas. In real life, I'm gonna keep it a hard. They're getting ready to shoot niggas. They go out and they hunt the biggest of the biggest animals for no fucking reason. Just to take a picture and say we did it. Oh, little nigga, I'm gonna take you clean the fuck out.
You easy practice. You easy
Yeah,
practice.
I'm gonna take you clean the fuck out. There's a reason why they all going on hunting trips and shit. Like, it's
They
real.
see us as animals.
Oh no, it's real. Like, and I want to keep it 100. Like, I've lived behind enemy lines. I was in foster care, so I've lived behind enemy lines, and I know exactly how they feel and how they thinking. It's a different world. Like,
I've had some experiences too. Literally use language with you that just assumes so much about your situation. Like Paul Mooney, he says a joke sometimes about how one time he went to the doctor, and the doctor did not ask him if he ever had syphilis. The doctor said to this young boy, "When was the first time you ever had it?" Assuming that he has had contact with it. So that says a lot about the government. I mean, it's a joke, so it's not anything really based on anything he could prove. But it's like they was shooting niggas for 40 years with that shit, and that's on Wikipedia.
No.
That's in books.
That's literally that's documented. I was sent to Junction City at first. Foster care is nothing but slavery. It's legal slavery. They literally tell you you are now a ward of the state. So whatever we say, wherever we want to do with you, wherever we say you finna go there, that's where you finna go. So on my file, it was, keep them in suburban or, not rural public areas. Yeah, living in Junction City, it was cool at first, and then I got into it with one of the kids inside the house, because that was a whole dynamic in itself. My first foster home was with this woman named Julie and Travis. Yep. Travis, first of all, Junction City is a military town. It's army base. So the base is there and everything, and Junction City is almost like not real. It's like cartoonish because it's built on top of each other. It's like built, the city of Junction City is like almost on a hill. Like that's kind of how it goes. Like you got the top of the city and then literally downtown is literally downtown. And
Like there's an elevation difference.
yeah, it's just weird.
They be doing that shit on purpose too.
Yeah. And so, and then on the foster care side, it's me, this white boy, this gangsta ass white boy named Keegan. He was from Topeka. And then, oh yeah, she get down in there.
I'm sorry.
She get down. This is how she got
Lord,
me. This is how
have
she
mercy
got me.
today, Jesus.
This literally, so.
Can I just get a little close up on that situation real quick?
Of course.
Yeah, so, I see her off be okay, whatever. She like, I don't really be on here. So hit me up off Instagram. I hit her up on the Instagram. We get to texting, doing our thing, for a couple months and everything. She finally come back in town because she was out handling some business. We meet, kick it, smoke. She's like, I'm gonna cook you dinner first time when I get back. I'm like, all right, bet. She didn't tell me she a chef. She thought it out. I'm like, all right, I gotta see. She made some type of good ass salmon on a bed.
And real quick, everybody knows that the quickest way to a man's heart is straight through to the gut. Continue.
She cooked some type of salmon that was fire as hell, tender as shit on a bed of rice with like some asparagus and some other. I was eating vegetables and shit.
Yes, God, yes.
It was a lot. After that, I was like, yeah.
Was it a lot?
It was a lot. So yeah, Wi-Fi was busting. It was going down.
I'm here for this.
Yeah. And it
Black
was just,
love. I'm here for it.
From there, I was like, all right, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Started moving my shit over, plugging up the game.
It was one point when I was like, you know what? You should just move in. Like,
I'm like,
you here every day. You already here every day.
Because she literally would come get me from my house every day. Like after I get home from work.
And if I didn't get him, I'm going to take him a plate of food, nigga.
Yeah, niggas been here ever since.
That's what's up.
Not too long later, just a little motherfucker ago.
And so, how long have you all been together?
2 going on 3 years now.
Is that what's up?
2 going on 3. Yep.
Keep it real with me. What have you guys learned about each other, and what keeps you all choosing each other every day?
I promise you, we both Virgos. We be in here getting on each other's nerves.
Yeah.
But the love really outweighs, the little. Of course, when you get to know somebody, you get to know, what pisses them off and their little kinks and what makes them happy.
Come on, kinks. Yes, God.
My journey and everything that I've been through since we've been together. He's kind of been the glue that's been holding me together. So
in what ways?
For me is emotionally, stable, mentally, financially, just in every way that a man should be there for his woman. He has been that for me these past 2 years, and so that's everything. Okay.
She said what the fuck she said. Okay. Okay. Tell me a little bit about your childhood. What was it like being a black girl, a black female human in Denver, Colorado, dude? And that's coming from, and no shade, that's coming from a very dark black man that says dude a lot. Okay, because I do. Okay, I'm still Midwest. But, girl, like how? For real? Like, wow. Because, I mean, what kind of shocks me is the fact that you guys call it West Coast, and it is, but it's not like...
As far west as California.
And y'all have been to California. I don't know, but I'm assuming that you have.
Right.
And y'all know that, like, it's different. People are... It's kind versus nice. Like, people are... nice on the East Coast, but they're not kind. No. People are kind on the West Coast, but they're not nice.
No, like, and if you don't understand, like, I was watching a podcast. I be fucking with a lot of West Coast niggas and they podcasts and shit, and they was explaining that, like, on the East Coast.
I think we probably saw the same snippet.
Like on the East Coast,
sure.
probably like on the East Coast,
that's where I got from.
Motherfucker cuss you out and then like whatever, but. Still, they'll carry your groceries like you're about to get some food, right? They're like, are you fucking stupid? That's nasty. That's
right.
Gonna kill you.
But they'll carry your shit for you.
Listen, listen, dumbass. This is how you do it. You get this, da-da-da-da. Then you go here, da-da-da-da. Then you go down to my boy over here. He gonna give you with the extra soy sauce. Tell you hit you with the They gonna cuss you the fuck out and then take care of you. Like. Right. That's the East Coast.
But a person on the West Coast will walk right past your ass while you need help changing your tire, and be like, "Oh man, it really sucks that you gotta have your tire changed," while they're walking right away from your ass.
Mm-hmm. Like, damn, that's fucked up.
Right?
Shit.
Sucks, bro. All right, well.
Yeah, the original Nipsey mural in the alleyway of the marathon where it was at and everything, where Nipsey got killed, rest in peace. That shit is closed off, and it's a death trap because the streets of LA and the critics, they feel like, hey, this is now sacred ground. This ain't a tourist spot. They That's how they feel. That's the line they pushing. We give them that respect. When I went out there with me and my cousins and all that shit, we went out there. They told us, nigga, you don't go in that alley trying to post up taking pictures, nigga. You might not make it out. You want to take a picture with the Nipsey mural? Go on the other side around the alley to the Fat Burger, and there's a drive-through on Fat Burger, and there's a mural in the drive-through of Nipsey. Do you want to take your picture? You go take your picture at Fat Burger, homie. That's safe over there. You go in that alley, anything can happen to you. Rob, kill you, and that's just what it's gonna be. So it might be stupid to you and you don't get it, but go over there and see what happens. Right. You have to respect it. You might not agree with it, but you always gotta respect it. Like, niggas it sucks that you can't go in some parts of the town and with certain colors on and without somebody approaching you. But you better respect it.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
I don't play that shit. That's why I be at the house anyway.
You know, it's real.
What was it like for you as a little girl in Denver? I guess really what I'm saying is, this man just gave me this story about seeing a dead body.
Even though it seems like it was rough for me, you know, I grew up a middle child. My mom was a single parent, had 3 kids until the 4th one came along when I was 18. But, you know, we always lived in a nice neighborhood, but we was always on Section 8, always on government assistance. It was days and weeks that went by where, you know, we had to sit there with the lights off and have candles, and we knew we couldn't come home and turn on the TV to watch PBS Kids after school, you know, so... Not only that, but mom and dad went through a divorce, and we ended up in battered women's shelters for a couple
How many
of
siblings
months.
do you have?
So I have 3 altogether. So
and you're the middle child?
The second born.
Second born, okay.
Yeah.
Bro, you just telling my business. That's a quintessential story, apparently. My parents, that divorce shit, I'm the oldest, so I'm the one they fucked up the first of, you know what I'm saying? So y'all met at BLK, and then you moved to Oklahoma. So how did you get to Oklahoma? How did y'all get to Oklahoma?
So
who got here first? Apparently somebody must have got here first.
I got here first.
Okay.
When I got here, it was 2021, or you know, just about to. You know,
so during COVID, yeah.
Yeah, so right after COVID is when I moved out here. I moved here when I was 23, 24, so
yeah, so young too.
Yeah, I'm but going on 27. I'm like, shit, you pushing 30, girl, but
oh God. But here's the thing though, the beauty thing is that y'all understand we come from a genetic lineage that just will do right by us if we do right by it.
Yeah.
I'm learning that, you know, getting rid of that pork and all those depressed thinking, that religious shit, you know, just accepting more of my indigenous expression, like however that may come out. It keeps you young, honey. We're gonna be in our 40s and 50s looking the what? Exact same. Okay, but anyway, keep going.
No, you good.
The fuck?
Shoot, where was I?
I don't know. I'll be doing that. I'm sorry. I'm high.
No. Oh yeah, I moved here, you know, right after COVID, just trying to get ahead in life, trying to really find myself again. You know, of course, I think we all have those toxic relationships, whether it's, you know, romantic or, you know, with family or whatever. And my mom actually was diagnosed with breast cancer when I was in my senior year of high school. She just passed away March 10th. God rest her soul. I got an angel looking over me. Another one, I should say. But around that time, I was just, you know, going through it with family, going through it with toxic ex relationships, not exes but wives. But
girl, shut
it was time for, you know, a change. It was really time
I
for a
ain't
change.
never heard that before in my life.
No exes but wives.
And I got you about 10, 11 years. That was good. I'm taking that. Man. Why?
The bolder one. Why, Lord? Mm-hmm.
Real quick, he was, I don't want to tell too much of his business because this is going to be in the podcast. But, I met him in Oakland. When I moved to Portland, I was talking to him on this app, and we met on this app, and I had just lost my job. I was just laid off, and so I was like, let me go and be bohemian and move to Oakland and see if I can find me a job and do a whole bunch of shit. And I ended up attracting a narcissistic mirror. You know what I'm saying? attracting someone who showed me my flaws. Honestly, things that I can work on, but just in different ways. I ain't gonna never deny that. Like, he was abusive. Don't get me wrong, he was abusive, but I allowed it. And the only reason why I allowed it was because in certain areas of my life, I was exhibiting the exact same traits, and I would deny it. So it's like, you do this work, and you attract these people that, you know, say that they love you, but they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to be around you. Everything that you say to them, you can't argue. You know what I'm saying? You can't argue to come to a conclusion. It's just like, you know, that eggshell shit. See, that was my thing. I'm too big, and I am too nice to be walking around on eggshells around anybody. So I know how to like control myself and move away and leave. But this nigga was like 6'2" and Samoan and fine, and like, you know, he liked everything I liked, or so I thought. You know, they will mirror you. They don't have a personality of their own. So when they see they narcissistic supply in you, they mirror everything that you like. They say that they like your shit and do all that shit, but they don't have nothing of their own that they like. You know, they don't have a story. They can't find pride in a person that cannot find pride in they fuck ups. A person that can't find pride in fixing they fuck ups is what I mean. Ain't somebody you want to be around. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So, as much as you find and got a whole bunch of money and you know how to do Bitcoin and all that shit, fuck you.
Yeah.
And that's on period. That's on period. Buddy Cooch Hatchet won't. Anyway, keep going. Huh? What's that?
Never mind.
I remember one time they called themselves trying to beat me in 8th grade. I just wanted to belong. I just wanted to be a part of something. And they treated me like I was retarded. Like they were like, okay, come in here, T. We go. He brought me in the bathroom and like punched me a couple times.
Yeah, you got put on. They beat the fuck out of you. I'm already know. It's called a put on, blood.
But it was. See, that's the thing. On some real shit, technically, I am a blood.
Whatever kind of blood they is, you part of their shit.
I think I took us off topic. I'm sorry. I be doing that. My bad.
No conversation.
Them is my niggas. So shout out to Keisha and Alicia and all of those. Anyway, tell us what you're doing for this meal right now.
So
what
stage? Right now I am making the bacon fried rice. I just got my scrambled eggs together, and it's turkey bacon, no pork.
Okay.
I got some shredded organic white and orange carrots in here, some red onion, turkey bacon, and it's coconut milk rice. One of my favorite ways to make rice. Make rice.
Say that again. I'm sorry. I didn't hear the child.
It is coconut milk rice. So I love the only way I make my rice like that I eat, unless it's, you know, if somebody requests another way, but I like making coconut milk rice because it's just so creamy no matter what kind of rice I have. So it's coconut milk rice, bacon fried rice. And I am about to put together the sauce, the glaze for the salmon, put together some sauteed Mexican squash, and that's going to be it.
Period. So let's just get right into it. I kind of feel like, as this is my stoner culture episode, and you know, with how I met you both, you know, I know that you have like, and from what I understand, if I'm using the language wrong, please forgive me, but you have like an artist development firm or something like that.
So it's marketing management. It's just marketing management, entertainment services. So as a creative director, when I started out, I was 17 years old. My family has rich history in music, from my grandfather on my mom's side. My dad is a musician, brothers, a bunch of my cousins are musicians. So I really grew up like within the music industry. My dad has taught music lessons to at-risk youth out there since I was, I want to say like 10. So with that, I got to learn how to mix, master, record, produce music. And I'm rusty now because it's been some years since I've been on Pro Tools and Fruity Loops and all of those softwares. But
I was really it was instilled within me when I was really young. And so when I was old enough, after I graduated high school, I kind of wanted to get into it, but I didn't know my lane, of course. So I did jump right into college after graduating high school. And
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Where'd you go?
So I went to Metropolitan University in Denver, Colorado. And then from there, I transferred to the Community College of Denver just so that I can get my,
Up and out. I know that's right.
Get in and out. From there, my dad was actually, urging me to get started in hosting events. We have our student union at Metro State is called the Tivoli, so you can rent out event spaces and host parties. They would have like phone parties and all kind of stuff there. So I ended up looking into those, and as I was looking into those, I came across other connections to be able to promote in the 21 and up clubs. So by the time I'm 18, I'm hosting ciphers, I'm hosting showcases, all kinds of stuff in the 21 and up clubs downtown Denver. And then I had a lot of people who, came to me asking me to do their booking. Hey, can you be my booking agent? I want to go here, And
you had no experience really?
No experience, but, I was so young and so hungry to just be in the entertainment industry that I was like, okay, I don't know how to do it, but I bet you I'm gonna figure it out. So yeah, I'm not gonna tell you that I can't.
That's half the battle right there.
I'm not gonna tell you that I can't do it. I'm gonna tell you I can, and I got you, and I'm gonna do my research on my way there. That's how I got started doing my booking, which turned into artist management. And the whole time I was just having so much fun. Like, I loved it so much, and I really wish that I would have stayed consistent with it. Of course, took a couple hiatuses, had a couple bumps in the road. But now I'm at a point where I'm getting back to work, especially after having a baby. It's really after having a baby is kind of a struggle, not just for myself, but I know for a lot of women to kind of find themselves again. And I hear it so often, I have a kid, I can't do that no more. I can't travel no more. I can't, or how we grew up with our parents, I quit my dreams and I had you and I do whatever they say. I don't have that in me. I have to show my daughter that there is multiple ways to get money. There's multiple ways to be successful in life. And, it wasn't still in me because of my dad. I would say my mom was more so of the, 9-to-5 worker, made sure she had a job and made sure she was doing what she did to keep a roof over our head. So she was one of those moms who had to put her dreams on hold. In the 90s, she was dancing on MTV and stuff with my dad.
Wait.
So, oh yeah, my mom was a good dancer too.
Like she was on cable television?
Yep, like MTV. My dad's a
Girl,
rapper,
shut the front door.
So back then, shout out to Pops. Love that man, of course. But yeah, he had I don't know, I bet a lot of people know, especially in our community, Terrell Davis. My dad actually had an album out with Terrell Davis when he was MVP, when he was playing in the Denver Broncos. So around that time, it was really big, and yeah, Mama was doing her thing on MTV, and her and my dad were high school sweethearts.
Come on, Black History, the fuck? Oh my God, that's crazy.
They did the thing together, and that's really where, my hustle and my drive came from. And then, of course, losing my mom, I'm like, she had dreams, and I feel like a lot of her dreams aligned with mine as far as being a business owner, entrepreneur, firstborn girl. So she's the one who really taught me how to cook. Every holiday I was up in the kitchen helping her chop and clean turkeys and make, just everything.
I see. Help me sort of connect the sort of drive to be in the industry to what you're doing, sort of like with, I don't know how to describe it. See that? I don't want to disrespect it, but you are obviously providing meal and catering services as well as like infused.
Yeah, so
infusions. Like, what the heck? Like, girl, how does that happen?
That's all my mama. That's all my auntie. I fell in love with cooking really when I was in college. When I was out on my own. Of course, growing up in the kitchen, I've always known how to cook.
So I really found like my peace in the kitchen and found that I love to cook, you know, instead of just doing it because I'm hungry or doing it because of whatever. I found that it is something, being a person that has high anxiety, it helps me level myself out. It helps me sort my thoughts out. It helps me, you know, it's my peace and my solace. It's not just a hobby, but it's something that I really truly fell in love with doing because of how much peace it brings me. So a lot of people look at it, and I always say I don't want to have a big restaurant. I don't want to have
Really?
you know, a brick and mortar is fine, but as far as running a full restaurant, I don't want to turn what I love into something that's creating a lane of stress for me, you know.
Interesting. I'm curious as to what you feel like that would create stress for you.
Well, so when I went to the culinary arts school that I went to, which, you know, I didn't finish, and I'm mostly self-taught besides, you know, the little bit that I learned there, as well as what I've learned just watching the chefs in my life.
You can learn by watching other people's experiences too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I grew up on Food Network, and like I said, just growing up in the kitchen, you know, once you can really take what somebody teaches you, and they say practice makes perfect, so somebody can show me something, and they may not be the best at it, but, you know, if I put my head to it for 3-4 months, I bet you I'm going to end up mastering that skill better than they taught it to me.
And I mean, it's like, thank God for YouTube, because you can learn how to do anything if you just give yourself the time to do it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of where my love for cooking came from, just, you know, being on my own and really finding my peace within it. And then still having my love for the music. I was going to school for sociology. I wanted to be a child psychologist, but like we just said, you know, I'm already in student loan debt.
Girl.
And I need to talk to Biden to see what's up.
He need to start playing. Shout out to President Big Joe with your sleepy ass. Let me tell you. Anyway, you know me and that dude got the same birthday.
Really? Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say. He's too touchy-feely for me. I know y'all see that mess. I know y'all see that.
He a good old time.
Mm-hmm. I know you heard about the powder girl.
Oh yeah, a good old time.
So you don't really have a desire to create any sort of like franchise or branding in that regard?
No. So even now, like I sell plates. I try to sell plates every Tuesday.
I love the plate culture. I don't mean no harm. I feel like it's really special to Black folks.
It is.
I really do. I love can you call it that? Can we just coin the term fucking plate culture?
Can we? Cause
I feel like I just did. I feel like we just did.
Cause for it, that is definitely. Really
I swear to God, I love seeing the Facebook posts, like the soul food posts in particular. But I be seeing like these really extravagant and creative like shrimp and grits, catfish, spaghetti. I'd be like, oh my God, I wish I lived in South Carolina. I wish I lived there. Anyway, so I'd be trying to buy from you. And I love the fact that you are offering this as a service. So thank you so much. Thank you. What made you want to start cooking with cannabis?
Ooh. You know, I'm just a pothead. I'm a pothead. I started smoking when I was 14 years old, 15. Oh, yeah. And I mean, I just grew like my whole
Girl, I didn't smoke my first anything until I was 22 years old. Y'all make me feel so green and naive. Lord, anyway. Ugh.
Yeah, no, I started smoking really young, and I think just, you know, when you grow up and your daddy smoked, and the only person who didn't smoke was like my mom and my mom.
Your mama, them mamas, they don't play about that shit.
Was an evangelist. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Elder Penny K.
Okay.
Mama, yeah, don't play.
Sister Rebecca.
I gave my mom, let me tell you something. Shout out to my mom. I gave my mama 1/8 of 100 milligram edible. So what is that? What's 100 divided by 8? 12.5 milligrams, girl. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. That endocannabinoid system of hers took advantage of that because by day 3 of eating that little bit, I thought I had triggered dementia in my mama. I kid you not. She was asking me every 10 minutes. She was like, okay, so every time I look at the clock, it goes ahead 10 minutes. And I was like, yeah, Mama, that's what time does. It moves forward. I was sitting, man, anyway, shout out to my mama because I thought I broke you. But anyway, so you love weed.
Yeah.
And what made you decide that you could create any type of revenue from it? I mean, of course, the necessity of being able to have money for your family.
Yeah, shout out to my family, because I come from a family full of hustlers, and they may not always know how to hustle correctly, but they hustle, okay?
Period.
And so, yeah, I think really the first time I had made some edibles, I had got some butter from a family member, and, you know, they were just trying to put me on, you know, just, hey, you bake, here, I'm going to give you a pound of butter, you figure out what to do with it, and I did. I made some really good, the first edible I ever made was like some Fruity Pebble Crispy Treats. And
okay.
Like some Cocoa Pebble Crispy Treats. And
you can't go wrong with that. I don't mean no harm. You really can't.
Those are like the classics.
Girl, let's not do that.
That's like the Kool-Aid of edibles. That and some brownies.
Say it again.
The Kool-Aid of edibles.
I agree wholeheartedly with that statement.
The OGs. But yeah, my cousin had tried my Fruity Pebble Crispy Treats, and I had actually sold out of them. But he ate like 2, I think, and that's when I was doing events, you know, all of that stuff, 17, 18 years old. And he was like, shout out to my cousin Diati.
Okay, the fuck?
That's my ace boon. But he was like, man, you need to make those more often. You need to, like, he was like, you be baking too? Because I've always had this thing, like, growing, just being that firstborn girl, the chef, I would always go and experiment in the kitchen.
You're the firstborn girl.
Yeah, firstborn girl. So I was always the one in the kitchen experiment. One summer I was staying with my dad and my stepmom, and, you know, back then they didn't have it all the way together for me. But, you know, we made it work.
Mean?
They have, just parents going through life transition to hit and waiting a couple weeks before you got groceries, you know, just those kind of situations. But I went in the kitchen and I was trying to figure out what I could put together. And I had like some flour, some butter, like I remember it was like some cans of tuna, some frozen peas and stuff. So my happy ass went in there and tried to make some kind of tuna pot pie.
Period.
And it actually was really good. But I was that kid. I was always in there trying to bake, always trying to, you know, experiment, make my own recipes. Me and my cousin would play that game where it was like we would make a bet, and whoever lost the bet had to drink or had to eat whatever concoction we would.
Y'all out of line.
Come on now. Come on now. We were wild as kids. Wild. Wow. Sometimes it would be good, you know, a little coffee creamer mixed with some chocolate milk and some, you know, but sometimes it was good.
Girl.
Sometimes it was some mustard mixed with some mayonnaise.
A whole bunch of milk solids and corn syrup, child. That's
mixed with some ramen noodle packets or something nasty to get his ass. Man.
A mess. What are some of the things that you enjoy making with cannabis the most?
Oh, I definitely love my face cakes, which don't nobody take that. I'm about to trademark it this week, actually.
Period.
My face cakes, which are my jars of cake, those are one of my favorite things to make just because.
Shout out to the red velvet. Oh,
I got your pies too. I gotta make those tonight.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Make some cherry
Let me
pie.
tell y'all something. This lady made some fried pies, and they were infused. No, they weren't. Okay, they just gave me the itis and shit. I don't know. But let me tell you something. They tasted just like my great-grandma, Mammy. It tasted like she just came right out of the grave.
My favorite dessert my mama made, which was peach cobbler. Her peach cobbler. She would ask me what I would want on my birthdays, and she always knew, don't ask me, just make me some peach cobbler.
Okay, girl. Okay.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, we must be kin. No, because my Aunt Jocelyn already know. You ain't got to ask me nothing.
Right.
But for it to be infused, honey, let me tell y'all something. The other day, I don't know, I can't remember what I bought from Iman's Kitchen Sweets, okay? But, hold on. The Majesty has something to say.
Like, where's mama?
looking like your people. But anyway, I bought some.
Oh, you got cookie all over Daddy's shirt.
I got some red velvet. I think I got a chocolate heaven. I got an entire styrofoam plate of pies. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, because did I not message you this? I messaged her that night and told her that they were all gone. I ate, and that's not good. That's actually bad. I ate the
Okay.
I ate the whole thing. And you know what? I know I was really excited because I love peach cobbler. I love peach fried things. Mm-hmm. I wanted this particular sort of expose or whatever to be about, like, from a Black woman's point of view, kind of what it takes. What do you see as sort of like the formal plan of action that you normally take? Like, how are you what does it mean for you to be an entrepreneur in this way?
Oh man.
I mean, because I know it's about, I mean, I wouldn't say it's about survival, but it kind of is. And, you know, let's not be fake. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead.
Oh man, so right now in this day and age, it's definitely rough. You know, as a Black woman business owner, as an entrepreneur, as, you know, just someone who has that higher ambition to work for themselves and not a 9-to-5, you know. I've quit my job 3 times.
3 different ones?
3 different ones. Throughout the years, you know, not just all at once, but
the generation before us don't get that. They don't get that. They don't get that. They don't understand the lack of intrinsic value that we don't have to put into working these jobs. I don't have to be a human being. I don't have to feel that kind of worth to get a job. I mean, I said that wrong, but you know what I mean. Like I don't find that worth.
Yeah, to put that energy into
a corporate job. Are you kidding me? That's not what makes my life worth living or has put value in it at all.
Exactly.
And they don't get that.
Yeah, not at all. So that I'm really big on knowing my worth, especially within a workplace. Because coming from Denver, Colorado, where it's only 3.4%.
I can only imagine.
I've worked in leasing.
The bullshit you have had to deal with.
I've worked in Section 8 leasing, you know, at that. I've been an assistant leasing manager. I've been, you know, account executive. I've been, literally, I've held a lot of corporate jobs. And it was always a situation where I'm going above and beyond, you know, putting in more than
2 times the work, and you got to be 4 times as aware.
Exactly, and I'm still the one getting looked over at the end of the day. It was, you know, many situations that I had where I'm sitting in there putting in my hours, putting in my work, grinding, getting past my probationary periods and wanting that chance to excel within the company and apply for a higher job with more money, but they hire somebody who has their bachelor's degree, yet they've never worked in this industry before. So you hire them, even though I have seniority and I'm still training them.
Over experience.
And I'm still training them how to do their job because I know how to do their job, you know. And so with that.
Wow, that's really happened to you.
Oh yeah, multiple times. I was even told, so I worked in a hotel,
Tell them, baby. That's right.
I worked in a hotel, in a restaurant, in a hotel in, you know, a big business district in Colorado. And I was the hostess to the restaurant. And, you know, like I said, I was in there pushing, I was in there grinding it out. I was doing the hosting. I was training how to be a room service waiter. I was busting tables, setting tables. I'm going above and beyond at my job. And
not to be confused with bussing. She was busting.
Busting.
Completely different thing.
Busting.
Okay. I know that's right, child.
But
Anyway.
I'm just doing everything. You know, we got bussers who aren't coming in. We got servers who aren't coming in.
And they look to you.
You know, and then they look to me. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to make sure we get it done. But at the end of the day, I'm going to need my tips, you know. So in this job specifically, you know, I went and I told my managers, because I had 3 managers, one separate for Sundays, and then my 2 morning and night shift managers who would work together. And so I'm talking to, you know, my Sunday manager, who's a white female, you know, and I'm thinking, this is somebody who I could talk to because she's the only other woman.
Here we go.
And, you know,
you try to find solidarity in that marginalization. No, I get it. Because the thing is, everybody is trying to play the game, but but you got to find some kind of sanity in these people. Like, and where do you find it? You try to find it in the places where we find the most abuse and where we're vulnerable, i.e. being black, being queer, being a woman. You know what I'm saying? We all got ways in which we can share what suffering feels like, because not everybody, there is no such thing as having a monopoly on suffering. We all know what it means to suffer. We just suffer in different ways. So you be thinking that you can confide in folks.
And you turn out not so much. But I had went to her and told her, like, you know, because like I said, I'm being trained in room service, and the room service waiter, he was an older Arabic gentleman, and he was getting ready to retire. He had worked for the hotel for, you know, 15 plus years, and it was just taking a toll on his health. And so the days that I would be helping him, he would actually be splitting his tips with me. And
seriously? Yeah,
and he would make really good tips in this business district, because we got, you know, companies like Comcast, or out here will be like Cox, or, you know, Best Buy executives coming and staying at the hotel. So really good money. But I told her, I was like, you know, when Issa, you know, puts in his 2 weeks, I would like to be considered for that.
His name was Jesus, girl? That's crazy.
Issa, yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, his name is Issa.
That makes a lot of sense.
But I told her, I was like, you know, when he puts in his 2 weeks and he lets you guys know that he's, you know, ready to quit work, and I would love to be considered for that position because it's higher paying. You know, at the time I was helping my mom with a baby brother, you know, who was just born a year old. So
mercy.
It would really help me, put me in this position. And I had that conversation with her, and she was like, okay, you know, I'll talk to the other managers about it. So a week or 2 later, you know, I bring it to her. A week or 2 later, I brought it to her again, and I'm, you know, asking her, hey, you know, have you talked to the other managers about, you know, me moving up? And she was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, not really. And, you know, she was just,
not really, your ass.
She wasn't really, she was like, not really, because we need you as host right now.
Ain't that crazy?
You know? And so I told her, I was like, well, within the next month or so, if I don't have opportunity to move up and make more money, then I'm gonna end up looking for a new job.
I have to do what I have to do.
Yeah, and I gotta bring that to you. I put in my 2 weeks and everything, but I'm asking this for a reason. And she told me, oh, honey, you know, well, you're a young black woman, and they're gonna see that you have, you know, multiple jobs on your
resume. And this is coming from
a white woman in her 30s. They're gonna see that you have multiple jobs on your resume.
They be confusing privilege for experience, like life experience.
Okay.
Wow. Anyway, no shade to my white sisters, but y'all really do. Y'all don't understand y'all's privilege, and we tired of explaining it to y'all. But I digress. Get on Google, bitch. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Let me stop.
But yeah, she had told me that,
That's
and I
crazy.
didn't end up going. I didn't end up going. They also scheduled me to work on Thanksgiving. I told them 2 months in advance I can't work that. You know, I'm
but you were scheduled.
Girl, I gotta help cook, so I'm not gonna be there for that when they put me on the schedule. So I just didn't show up, and I left them hanging. You know, and that was kind of my first situation where I was like, oh, I ain't going this hard at work for nobody no more. You know, like, I'm gonna make sure I do my job and do what's in my job description, but never again will I go above and beyond for a corporation that's not putting enough money into my pockets, into my livelihood. And So I've always quit my jobs. I've never gotten fired.
I love that. It just comes out so effortlessly. I've always quit my jobs.
I've always quit
I just love that you don't have that sort of moral anchor that people do. It's like some people are ashamed to talk about that they quit a job.
Oh, not at all.
I've been fired and I've quit.
Okay.
Okay.
I almost got fired, but I quit before they fired.
I think I've got one thing. I did not steal it, but I forgot to pay for a sandwich on my lunch break when I worked at Whole Foods in white ass Oregon. I remember after my shift, I remembered to pay for it, and as I was going back to pay for it, homegirl caught me up and she was like, "Well, we caught you on film," and I was like, "But I was just on my way to pay for it because I remembered, I'm here to do that with you now," and so it just sort of turned into that kind of. So I can't work at Whole Foods. Fuck them.
Well, yeah, exactly that. Because every time I walk into Whole Foods, I feel like I don't belong there anyway. Yep. It should not be that way. So we ain't worried about them. But at all. Okay. It's definitely part of the grind, and of course, I got reasons to keep going.
Right.
101 reasons to keep going, and she's about 99 of those. So it's shit. It is what it is right now. I'm also very optimistic, because the way that my brain works, I'm the type of person who I plan for ahead. I have to plan for the future. I have to know, okay, well, in 2 years I want to purchase a house, and so I need to get my credit right now. This is where my credit is. This is where I want it to be. This is the kind of house I want.
Right.
This is how the stock market is. I want a new car. Those are the type of goals that I have to set for myself mentally to be able to keep myself motivated. You know what I'm saying? And so when you think like that, you're optimistic enough to say, okay, well, this is where my business is right now, but if I keep pushing and I keep going and I keep the momentum up, this is where my business has the opportunity to be in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, and so that's really what keeps me going. It's just the unknown. Of course, the Most High has, his own plan, her own plan, and everything is really in God's hands. Like I don't stress about nothing, finances or just career stuff. Like all of that really goes out the window. When it's health and stuff like that, that's a different type of feeling, because health is big, especially when you have people who depend on you. So, but definitely just keeping that optimistic mindset is what helps me as an entrepreneur stay focused. Especially when you start your own family and your own life, it's like you can't really, I could never just say I could always depend on my family,
Yeah.
But when you create your own family, that's really it. Like you create your own family as an adult. I have best friends who have been more productive in my life than, brothers and sisters. And I love my brothers and sisters, but that's just the truth of it, I have more friends than I could call and be like, hey, I need, can I borrow $10, $20? Then, cousins and aunties that I can call and ask for, and that's just the reality of it. So just creating your own family structure. My family structure that I have built is extremely supportive. My main support system, who was my mom before, I had.
Can we speak her name if that's okay?
Yes, Rebecca.
I really do understand, like on an indigenous level, the importance of saying the names of our ancestors, because it's just like it's like the equivalent to them on the other side to like getting goosebumps. That's that's just my little old magical mind anyway.
Yeah, no, I definitely. It's who, when it's fresh, and so it's like still, and thank you for that, because I'm still trying to get out. I just had a job interview and I thought about her and just broke down in tears in a job interview. I got the job.
Okay, yeah.
I got the job, but it's just the simple fact that, girl, did you really just start crying in front of these white people?
And no shade, but part of them loves to see us like that. Part of them love to see us in any kind of, okay, she about to get the first sample I'm here for.
Look how she's looking at
Ooh, knees.
I bought her some beans and rice from Fuzzy's Tacos the other day. She must have took one bite of those beans because I'm Puerto Rican and Jamaican, so I make black beans a lot.
Oh,
She must have
really?
eating those beans and was like, why did you just give me that?
That did not agree with her genetically.
She was like, that ain't yours.
So wait a minute. Tell me about your Puerto Rican and Jamaican heritage.
Yeah, that's all mama. Grandfather on mama's side, Jamaican. Grandmother has the Puerto Rican. And I didn't grow up around that that side of my family. I'm not really close to my grandmother. I'm more close to my grandfather than I am my grandmother. Okay. And my grandfather's actually the chef, so he's the one who started it all. But Mom was very cultural. She, I not only got to grow up with that, but she was raised partially by Filipinos. So I grew up on lumpias, pancit, and chicken adobo.
Come on, Sasson. Come on, Goya.
I grew up.
I had to put my family on. All these Negroes use is Lowry's seasoned salt, lemon pepper, and garlic seasoning.
Okay, you need the Southern. You need that Goya.
I need you to give me something else, child.
Come on now.
You can't. Not everything kind of tastes like roast chicken.
Yes, but with the slappy mama. Okay. The Tony's, the green salt, as they call it, the green salt. Tony.
I bought some Slap Your Mama and started seasoning it with our food, and they started talking about this tastes different. It tastes spicy. I was spicy. Like, girl, it's like 3 different types of pepper. What are you talking about? It ain't nothing new. Anyway,
that's funny. Yeah, I got all of those though. But growing up was fun. My mom, she was always into different cultures. So I've had like one of my best friends that I met in elementary school. We're not as close, but we still stay in contact. Christine, her family is Indian, so I grew up, eating
Indian.
Yep, Indian. Grew up eating samosas and the butter chicken. And that was actually one of our favorite places to go in Colorado. The start of India, we would go to that lunch buffet for $12.99 and eat all we could eat.
We got one on 23rd. Have you been over there to one on 23rd? Up the street from, it's totally, I would say it's on the side of the street that, I am too, shit. It's it's on the same side of the street that the Hawaiian place is on.
I'm gonna have to look.
Taste of India, I'm pretty sure.
Taste of India? Because I know you talking about Mo Better.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Mo Better.
I'm coming with some more, baby. She about to start crying.
It's coming, baby. She said, what? You know no good.
She said, is it though?
Hi, girl.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out.
Hi.
My mom was really into. She went through these phases, so.
I'm sorry. What?
I was saying she went through these phases. So her first phase was, the Indian food, Ethiopian food, and then we went to the African food. My mom was, really convinced that her heritage and her ancestors were from Africa, which I don't disagree with because we all came from somewhere.
Yeah. we all that.
Yeah, exactly. And some more, okay? But so she went through that phase, where she was hanging out. She has a lot of Ghanaian, Nigerian friends from the Ivory Coast, Ethiopia, literally all over. And so I really got into African food, eating peanut soup and agusi stew. And
you know what? I see that, and I especially see the little situation where they take the white stuff and put that into the soup. Oh, I want to do that so bad because I don't know. I wouldn't have no context for what that feels or tastes like. But it's gonna happen one day.
Yeah, so when you do go out here, there's a couple places. There's a couple places that I want to try, but the main place that I go to right now is Mama Z's, and it's a restaurant on one side and it's an African supermarket on the other side.
Of course.
Yeah, but she has not disappointed. I started going there with one of my best friends who moved back to Denver, but I actually just ate there the other day. I had some delivered. Their agusi stew, which is just like a spinach-based stew. You can get it with any kind of meat. They have goat, fried fish, beef,
Meatless?
chicken. Meatless,
Okay.
yeah, they do.
I really am trying to like. I really do see myself in my older age not eating no more
Not
meat
eating
anymore.
meat. Me too, honestly.
Especially with the way it's being produced and how it's like being mass
I
produced.
just saw a video on Facebook and they were literally injecting the roast with whatever they were injecting it with. It
Was it a documentary or something?
No, it was just, you know how we get those little Facebook clips of random stuff? Yeah, it was just one of those. That's it.
Real quick, because I'm gonna take a little break before we set up, and I'm gonna start doing some more filming when these plates are done. Where can people find you online?
So my Facebook right now website is going back up in a little bit.
Okay.
Facebook is Iman's Kitchen and Sweets, and it's the same thing on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Iman's Kitchen and Sweets. I even have a LinkedIn now.
Are you serious?
I do. Very proud of that.
I can't stand LinkedIn. I keep getting them damn notifications, and people that I went to college with and stuff. They'd be like, Mandy Stewart just checked out your LinkedIn. I'm like, I don't even know who the hell
Is
it
this
is.
that Mandy Stewart?
I don't know who that is.
Ninth grade. That Mandy Stewart.
I don't even
That's
know
what my
that.
Facebook notifications are. Of course, you got all the dudes coming out the woodworks. Hey, how are you?
Oh yeah, girl.
All the ex-best friend, girl best friends that
You know
started
what?
to
I
ex.
just had this conversation with somebody today. Just because we went to school together don't mean we friends.
Okay, I will not be going to my first reunion
Really?
or the second. I don't see them people.
Well,
I went to a predominantly white high school, and so my graduating class, it was like 7 of us at the
and
most.
that's all you needed to say. That's wow, bless your heart.
When I grabbed that diploma and I walked across the stage, I was like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you."
You're cool-ish.
You're cool.
I'm out.
Thank you.
Anyway, we're gonna take a break, y'all. I am about to get my plate, and we about to kick it, and y'all, we're gonna see what the end's gonna be. You guys are listening and watching to All About Lumberjack Tea. I'm talking to my homegirl Najé Iman, the homie Mellow. See, I done got fucked up. And the Queen Princess herself, she waiting for her rice. We'll be back.
Tired of the same old takeout? Craving something fresh, flavorful, and full of soul? Get ready for Iman's Kitchen and Sweets. Located in the heart of Oklahoma City, Iman's Kitchen and Sweets is your go-to spot for mouth-watering meals that will satisfy any craving. From sizzling soul food to spicy international dishes, Iman's got the skills to make your taste buds dance with joy. We're talking chicken recipes, savory dishes, and her secret recipe sweets, which feature THC-infused versions that will have you coming back for more. Iman's Kitchen and Sweets. Soulfully delicious, feeding your soul.
We're back, y'all. It's all about lumberjack tea. My homegirl is continuing to dress our plates so graciously and kindly. I'm talking with the homegirl Najé Iman. I'm in her home, and she is cooking me. Can you describe this meal again for me once more?
So this is a honey soy glazed salmon, turkey bacon fried rice, and then we have some sauteed Mexican squash on here.
I was gonna scrounge me up a Little Caesars, girl, hot and ready. I'm just playing. I'm sitting up here acting like I'm a victim. We have planned this. She graciously invited me over to her house. Anyway. Oh my goodness. And I've been able to reacquaint myself with the homie Mellow Yellow and the daughter. You know what I'm saying? He told me about his little life in Kansas, child. Okay, so the Mormon thing. So what's the deal with that? Like, I mean, you obviously aren't a practicing Mormon anymore.
Hell no. I stopped being a Mormon once I learned what a mission was. Nigga, y'all not finna send me off somewhere and bumfuck God knows where in the world for 2 years just so I can preach everybody the word.
So they were priming you for being a missionary. Of course.
What? Like, I ain't gonna lie, like.
That's incredible.
In the woman world, you want to get all the bitches? Oh yeah, become a
Man,
missionary.
shut the hell and the damn up.
Oh yeah, you want all the women bitches? Oh yeah, well, once you come back from that mission, what? What?
In the Christian world, it was the youth band leader who played the guitar and the drums.
The organist is usually gay. Yeah. No shame. He usually is. Ask me how I know. Anyway.
Yeah, but no, like. It was, so like,
did you experience any like overt abuse that you can remember? Because I mean I hear a lot of stories about that stuff, and some
that's
of
like more like Catholics and shit.
Well, I know that, but like, I mean, do you have any experiences that you know were meant to sort of break you and to make you like control you as far as religion? That's really what I mean.
Just kind of like just how their rules was, like everything, like. Like with them, it's very like the structure is very strict. Like ain't no clapping after the songs or nothing. Like it's just weird.
I'm sorry. I'm listening. I was thanking her for this meal. Oh my goodness. This is See, I've never been one of them people that wanted. Yeah, I would. Thank you. I've never been one of those people to like. Take pictures of the meal and like do all that Instagram shit, but I got a mind to do that right now. Oh my goodness.
This is just a little something, you know, it's family day, so
thank you,
I'll be putting all my little chef touches. I'll be putting a little bit of extra love in the family meals.
Girl.
A little bit less, you know.
Am I still recording? Okay. When did you leave that tradition, bro? Or like what made you leave it?
Oh
my God.
Really? I stopped probably around like my sophomore year.
Eat edamames, but if you do eat edamames,
I'll take a couple again. Thank you so much. I'm good.
About my sophomore year, around like by the time when I was like gonna move and live with my dad.
Mm-hmm. You just decided that it wasn't for you no more, or
I
like
knew that shit wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I only went because nigga, I was made to go. My grandfather, like I said, he didn't fuck with people, so. And he really didn't do religion, but
most niggas don't, yeah.
But I guess that was his way of trying to make sure I stayed out of trouble and had some type of guidance. Mm-hmm. Because he didn't even go to the church. I went to church with a dude that he basically was in the military with that he called his brother, and that nigga was a Mormon and shit. And he used to take me and his grandson fucking to the Mormon church and shit every Sunday. And it was like us and maybe like one other black family in that bitch. But other than that, all white people, maybe like one or two Mexicans, a couple of Asians. Yeah, that's about it. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Were there any that you can recall? Were there any good things or pros, versus cons? Like, were there any good things that you can remember from your experiences in that tradition at all?
I mean, the good thing is like, they'll go. So like, they have these like programs and stuff. As I said, they prepare you to go on missions and shit. Mm-hmm. So like, one of the things is like young men's, and if you're in young men's, once you get old enough, you can pass out the sacrament during church.
Okay, yeah, so that's really important.
Yeah, it's a big fucking deal. White, all crispy white t-shirt, dress shirts and stuff, and
totally.
And so, also joined Boy Scouts to them, and I became a Star Scout. That's why I was like, she be so amazed at all the shit I know how to do. I'm like, this shit is normal to me, bro.
You got the badges, you got that whole thing.
Sheltered.
Like,
baby, no, I get it.
I'm like, she's like, this is just like, I remember the first time I went to the backyard and we grabbed like a bunch of sticks and started a fire and grilled with it and stuff because we didn't have no. I'm not.
How did you start a fire with a whole bunch of sticks?
Exactly. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I just only got a bunch of sticks and lit them on fire.
No, I'm asking, how did you do it?
Oh, well, we got some lighter fluid. Like, we got some lighter fluid, but still, like, she's like, wait, you ain't got sticks? But even then, like, they got
Tastes good.
Flint, magnesium, and all that stuff, and like dryer lint. Like the shit in your
Yeah.
That shit catch on fire.
That is actually a really... I didn't even think about that.
I need some more. It's running to go out. Blow
This
on
thing just changed my life. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Like, we used to have to, like, my first...
Dryer lint is going to save your life. Oh, my God.
As I've been able to listen to Mellow Chat, I really appreciate how much of a storyteller he is. He embellishes for a point, and his point is to create community in his stories, and I really like that.
And they say, we going on a Klondike. And I'm like...
what?
Exactly. I'm like, a Klondike, like, yeah, it's basically like the Olympics of Boy Scout camping.
Okay.
So, you get there, however, you know, it's on a certain day, but you get there before however many nights you gonna camp out.
Mm-hmm.
So with us, we got there maybe like the night before, and you get there, they said, we're gonna get there, we're gonna pinch our own tents and all that stuff, and we're gonna kick it, and, you know, do the camping shit, and then tomorrow, we're gonna have the games, where all the troops from all over then came, and we had these games. And this is my first time.
Yeah.
So everybody else is well prepared, and they layered the fuck up.
Because we generally don't like the cold.
They layered the fuck up. Me, I'm like got double maybe pants and sweats on and shit, but it ain't. I'm not prepared for this shit.
Look, just on a genetic level, we ain't prepared.
I'm just like, I'm not prepared for this shit. So everybody else having fun, they pitching the tent. Mind you, it's like 8 o'clock at night. It's dark as fuck out here. Like, and we gotta pitch the tents, then we gotta build the fire. Like,
wow.
It was a lot. Got through that shit though. Mm-hmm. Everything was really cool once we built the fire. Once that fire got going, I was cool because then I could see shit. We ain't relying on these lamps.
Was it snowing?
Yeah, it's snowing on the ground. I cried. Like, literally, the camp director had to come and he's like, calm down. He's like, listen, it's gonna be alright. We're gonna put him by the fire. He's like, this happened. I woke up around cause it's cold, so I didn't get much sleep. I woke up around 6 something in the morning.
Sleep. Yeah,
I woke up 6 something in the morning, and it's dark as fuck outside.
I'm good.
And so once
I'm good.
Once nigga breakfast got started, the fire, and I could see again. Okay, it's cool. Breakfast was amazing. You know, we cook eggs and all that shit over the fire. We doing everything. Now it's time for the Klondike, and this is how Kansas is, nigga. By 1 o'clock, it's hot outside. It's still snow on the ground and everything, but it's hot out in these hills because we're elevated.
Right.
We up in these hills. So it's hot as hell outside. Like, people's taking their jackets off and shit, and we didn't.
And there's snow everywhere. This is hilarious.
Yeah, we didn't build these sleds. Mm-hmm. Like, that was part of it. So we was carrying these sleds with all our shit on it, everything. Like, through the snow, it was a whole experience. But it's like, that's the type of shit I grew up doing. So when I tell you I'm really built off survival, I know how to I know nothing but how to make it to the next day.
Well, I am going to film myself eating this food a little bit. I don't mean no harm. Because I really just want to do that. Oh my God. Girl, this is so damn good. Oh my God. I'm going to post the menu that you gave me in this video also, just so people can see it.
This is a song you keep singing.
What is this?
It's called The Boys. I've been to about it, but they just did some type of partnership with Call of Duty.
Okay.
So all their characters.
Oh, I think I saw that. I just saw Homelander as a character on the game.
Starlight and Black North.
Okay. So you guys are new parents. Mm-hmm. How has that been? How have these past few months been? Any advice? Are there certain things that you've noticed about what it takes to be a parent that most people fail at, or
This shit easy.
What's easy?
There ain't shit hard about being a parent. Simple. I'm gonna keep it a whole 1,000 with niggas yes, the day-to-day, it'll get frustrating and all that shit. You'll have your good days and your bad days, but nigga, it's not hard to be here for your child and provide at all. You deadbeat niggas is soft. And you deadbeat bitches too.
I mean, he said what he said. The fuck? I know that's right.
This shit, I'm here every day, 10 toes down. Like, nigga, this shit ain't nothing. It ain't hard. It's not hard to be here for your child.
I want to ask you
Go ahead.
do you enjoy it?
Yeah. Do you see how? Do you see how she acts? That is me. All that shit right, that crazy shit, that's me. Nigga, that hidden shit, that's me. All that rugged shit, that's what? Nigga, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't have bought this big ass playpen. Nigga, we be in that bitch, kicking it. Nigga, that's what? We be in that bitch, kicking it. So, nigga, hold on. Nigga, my baby play the game like I do. My baby plays the game like I do. Nigga, like, what? We be in this bitch, kicking it. What?
For real.
I can't wait till she go to work and I get to be a stay-at-home dad. Nigga, what? We in this bitch all day, kicking it.
Building forts.
Doing dumb shit. Like,
Yes!
what? Doing dumb shit. Niggas are stupid. Like, I'm, what?
Would you like to hit that?
Oh, yeah. This is the weed?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see the
This is forbid. I work for them.
Oh, you work at a
Cartel. No, it's not a dispensary. It's
a company. Okay.
Yeah, Cartel. They right up the street here. Cartel Oil Company. Live terpenes. Make concentrates. We make edibles. We make syrups.
Okay.
And I make all the designs.
And it sounds like I need to get with you for some concentrate.
I mean, I'm just saying. We need more black people in cannabis, period. I was really lucky to get this job. I'm not going to lie.
Being able to really just network with people in the industry and to branch off, not only to network myself and, you know, sell my sweets and stuff, but getting new connections. I think the guys who I'm so appreciative of, because they have literally put me in the position to win. Again? You know, just being associated with them, Marquise and Roy. So
Shout out to Smokehouse.
Shout out to them because they are family, okay?
Oh
They
my.
are forever family. They locked in. They don't know here.
So this is the thing that I really kind of hate about the visual aspect of this podcast. Some people that can't see ain't gonna be able to see how bomb these fucking pies look.
Oh, I'll send you a picture of you.
I'm just talking about blind folks. But oh my god. Okay. Well, I kind of feel like I want to end this. I want to enjoy some pies. I just want to say thank you both very much for inviting me into your home. Excuse me. Thank the three of you all.
She's it.
And the puppies in the back. You know, I appreciate y'all letting me in y'all space as well. Again, if y'all wanted to do me a favor and just tell people where they can find you online. I'll start with you, Mello.
Oh, you can't find me online.
You can't. Period. Okay. What about?
Oh.
Are you not online? You don't.
Oh, I am.
You just don't. Okay, I got you. What about you? You just can't. I feel that.
Yeah. For this.
I hear that.
In another video, maybe.
Well, I'm online for sure, but nah.
Iman's Kitchen and Sweets.
Wait a minute.
Iman's Kitchen and Sweets on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
I'm through with everything and everybody. Keep going, girl. Y'all done got me sweating over here.
Iman's Kitchen and Sweets is where you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, as well as Onyx Supremacy, my marketing management entertainment service, and that's Onyx Supremacy on Facebook and Instagram. Websites will be back up soon, but yeah.
I want to give you the floor and end it. Like, if there's anything you want to say real quick, just have the last word. What you want to leave my audience with?
If you have a dream, just keep going. You know, I believe in prayer, meditation, and manifestation, threes. And honestly, when you put your mind to something and you believe in yourself, there's no way nobody else will believe in you. You know, just stick to your passion, stick to your dreams, and everything will work out.
Anything to add, my brother?
What she said.
Period. It's a wrap. This has been really great. I'm about to, honey, she done brought a plate of fried sweet things over here. Why am I still talking?
Hey y'all, this is your girl Najé Iman Aliece, and you are listening to All About Lumberjack Tea, now playing on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
So I am currently in San Antonio, Texas, visiting my aunt and doing some last minute edits to this podcast I just finished. This was a really interesting edit for me in trying to spend time with my family and rest and recuperate from traveling down here. I didn't get a lot of chances to do some editing when I wanted to, but I think that this is something that I really enjoyed editing. I really did. I really enjoyed Mello and Iman letting me into their home, letting me hang out with the baby guy, and eating that delicious food and just, letting them recount their lives and their stories. So I just wanted to say thanks for that. And next week is going to be a music episode. I'm sorry, I'm kind of going to breeze through this one because I'm a little tired. You can find me online at Gerard R or lumberjack_T, no vowels, LMBRJCK_T. Next week is going to be my music culture episode. I'm really excited about who I'm going to be, who I'm going to have on the show. This is one of my home girls. So, but yeah, it's a little bit after midnight, and I'm going to add this video to the end of the podcast, and I'm going to upload this motherfucker up to YouTube so y'all can watch it and listen to it. Again, thank you to Najé Iman Aliece of Onyx Supremacy and Iman's Kitchen Sweets. I hope you all enjoyed this. Support local business, support black business. Have a good day. Shout out to my Aunt Stephanie and Uncle Butch, and to my mama and to my sister. Peace.